The road into true happiness is so contrary to what is conditioned. Conditioning teaches that acquiring your desires is the doorway into happiness. But all desire is desire of the ego. And the ego is created to survive. And its survival is dependent on never getting exactly what it wants. Maybe for a moment. In fact, the movement driven by desire is the creation of suffering. It is what creates the experience of being separate. The moment there is the taste of what is desireless, there is the taste of what has been experienced as missing, and then it appears. It is not that it is ever missing, it's that desire has drawn the attention. And the doorway into true happiness lies in the surrender into thy will. When there is surrender into thy will, initially there is the taste of this very frequent force of conditioned desire. And it takes some strength to not bite into it, because its appearance is its burning away when you remain still. And its burning away, in truth, contrary to what has been conditioned, is the burning away of separation, which is the root of suffering. The thing about your personal will is it is all a creation anyway. Your emotions, it is all a creation anyway. It is all quite robotic. What feels so personal is actually so mechanical. But it is not possible to see unless there is the willingness to stop. And it is this incessant following of the creation, the mechanical creation of my separate desire system. When this is offered up instead of followed, then there is the taste of what always is immediately, because attention has not been drawn away. Action that arises from thy will is tasted as the action arising from source. It is tasted as the hand of God. There is no play of karma in it. There is no sense of familiarity in it. There is no sense of responsibility in it. There is no sense of worry in it. It is pure beauty. But it requires the courage to not latch onto what conditioning has taught you. When there is surrender into thy will, there is no knowing what is going to happen. There is no need. There is the feeling of who you are, which is the feeling of I, which is the feeling of the Master, which is the feeling of Source, which is what always is. So long as conditioned desire is not bought, the taste remains. And the nature of this dream we call life is that it will bring up every latent desire of conditioned mind. Free will is not a doing. Doing occurs as the experience of grabbing onto conditioned desire. Free will is remaining still, foregoing the habit of conditioned indulgence. It lives in stopping. And then every time something appears as an issue, it is recognized to be the answer, not the issue. And what is it doing? It is wearing away my desires to reveal the only true desire. And that is the humbling way of you. Every time there is the appearance that something is wrong, there lies the opportunity. Every time there is the appearance that something is right, there lies the opportunity. Every time there is orientation around any particular thing, there is the opportunity. When life is lived as thy will, the experience is the feeling of I, which has no orientation. it is totality itself.